Defending world champion Michael Schumacher held pole position. A long-awaited Ferrari victory was a distinct possibility. His great rival and world championship points leader Damon Hill was alongside him on the front row of the grid. The scene was set for a fascinating race around the streets of Monte Carlo. But the rain poured and that changed the picture from the outset. Indeed, only 75 of the 78 laps were possible in the 2-hour time limit, although Jos Verstappen didn't make it past the first lap. Nor, amazingly, did Schumacher. He slid into a barrier on lap 1 and was out of the race. The duel he'd expected to have with Hill not materialising, but Benetton's Jean Alesi did have an intriguing battle with the Briton. Hill lost the lead on a pit stop but regained it by lap 28. Hill's Williams teammate Jacques Villeneuve was in collision with Luca Badoer there, and both were forced out of the race. And then Hill joined the procession of non-finishers on lap 41 when his engine blew. His father Graham had won 5 times in Monte Carlo. Damon must wait to emulate him. Alesi was in front for 19 laps until, guess what? He also had car trouble and retired. The body language of Hill told the story of a day of disappointments, as did the face of Alesi, who'd been so close to resurrecting Benetton's fortunes. He was joined in the misery stakes by Eddie Irvine, Mika Salo and Mika Hakkinen, who came to grief there. Only sheer joy, though, for Frenchman Olivier Panis, who kept out of trouble and kept out David Coulthard for the win. Although parading the French flag on this slowdown lap might land him in trouble. That's not strictly allowed. It was his first win in 39 starts and the first victory for the Ligier team since 1981. Only 3 cars went the full distance and just one other made it to the final lap, a new record low in Formula 1. But Panis and Ligier stuck it out, and it's a big boost to them.
In the moments, the Ligier team is very difficult because there's many change. But the mechanics and every team and me and pushing very, very hard for improve the car.
Olivier was driving very hard, and in the back of my mind was one thing, of course, trying to win the race, and the other thing realising that once I caught him, passing him was a completely different thing. And you know, second place is a good result for McLaren.
And Coulthard's second place means he's 6th in the World Championship driver standings. The only significant movement at the top is Panis's climb to equal 4th.
And the Principality tucked away to the south of France for that most glamorous of motor races, the Monaco Grand Prix.
Michael Schumacher is going for his 3rd in a row at Monaco, but it's Damon Hill who has the better start as he looks for his first win and Jos Verstappen looks for the way out. The pressure on Schumacher to succeed is enormous, and just after lows on the first lap he makes a rare mistake, crashing into the Armco, dashing the hopes of Ferrari. Hill takes advantage of a clear track to pull away from Jean Alesi and Gerhard Berger as the cars gingerly edge around the track, while back and forth Eddie Irvine holds up a whole procession of cars on a course notoriously hard to pass on. Hill's the second driver into the pits to switch to slicks as the track starts to dry out. He rejoins behind Jean Alesi, but not for long, as Hill's Williams sweeps past the Benetton a lap later. Olivier Panis challenges Eddie Irvine for 3rd and pushes him off again at lows. Damon Hill's dominant race comes to an end in the tunnel when his engine blows while he's comfortably in the lead, leaving Jean Alesi to take over in front. And a dejected Hill trudging back to the pits, enduring the first retirement of his season, a rare technical hitch for Williams, but at a time when the team is reportedly increasingly unhappy with their Renault engines. Monaco is known as a race of attrition. When Jean Alesi makes an unexpected pit stop, which takes the Benetton team by surprise, it's just a precursor to his retirement with handling problems. Olivier Panis is now the unexpected leader. David Coulthard's McLaren is set up for a wet track and he's unable to close the gap. Jean Alesi unable to believe his luck. The last 10 minutes see 5 cars drop out. Villeneuve and Badoer collide, and then Irvine, Salo and Hakkinen are caught out by the wet weather. Olivier Panis' wife and the Sauber team hold their breath, but the Frenchman's luck holds and he makes it across the line. It's a popular win for Panis and for Ligier, who chalk up their first victory since 1981. Prince Rainier supplies the champagne for Panis. David Coulthard proves that the McLaren comeback is well underway with an excellent 2nd. Johnny Herbert takes 3rd, with the other Sauber of Heinz Howard Frentzen in 4th. the only cars actually to finish the race.